welcome to our August wrap-up, and I only read 5 books. Not what I was expecting, and I had no idea how September is gonna go because I have a stack I want to read, and I am still kind of in a reading slump. We start, I want y'all to know I really want coffee, and we will be visiting the local coffee store after I film this, so it will be clipped at the end, just saying. So I have been reading this series called the Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and you can, in this series you can go into the future or into the past. Most people seem to go into the past because they have unsettled business, but the thing is you cannot change anything in your future when you do this. However, when you go into the past, you have a short amount of time, and basically you have to drink your coffee before it gets cold, otherwise you are stuck in that past and you're a ghost basically now. So I have read the 3rd book for my first book in August, Before Your Memory Fades, and it was quite interesting, and it's the same premise like I said before. I was trying to utilize my Kindle more, so the next couple books I read were Kindle books. So the next book I read was The Body in the Bookstore by Ali Alexander. Anna, that works at the secret bookcase bookstore, and she's having flashbacks of her best friend Scarlett. Now Scarlett had been murdered. In the process of trying to save the bookstore, some of her college classmates end up in the town. Seth, Monica, and Kayla all have wanted to be in this town, and they come to this town. And then something happens to maybe kind of destroy the reputation of not only the town, but the workers inside the bookstore. So we're trying to figure out what exactly happens. The book I read is The Improper Agreement by Audrey Wells, and it's a historical fiction. So it's more like a Pride and Prejudice novel, and that's what I felt like I was reading. And I just wanted to slap some of the characters' faces, to be honest with you. Jessica is kind of running from somebody she doesn't want to be with, and she's trying to get away from the ball situation and stuff like that. She just needs some air, and she accidentally runs into this Ethan Wheatley, and he kisses her, and that is how we begin the story. He mistakenly kisses her because he thought she was someone else. And it's more of a Darcy and Elizabeth kind of situation, like I was saying before. Going on with our Kindle Unlimited series, because that's what we've been on, Kick. A Rip in Time by Kelly Armstrong. And I will tell you, from the cover of it, I was thinking Jack the Ripper. I was thinking that. I automatically went to that. Just from the cover. The one where I pretty much went into the reading slump because I wasn't reading as fast. But I also went back to work. So I think that's what got me there. Mary is a detective, and she is taking care of her nana. Her nana is fixing to pass away, and she hears basically a cry and a scream inside an alleyway, and she goes to investigate it. And when she does, she ends up in the past. So Mallory ends up in the body of a scullery maid, basically, or a maid, and she doesn't know what's going on. And this maid does not have the greatest reputation because she is known for stealing, and Mallory has to become this maid and change everybody's opinion on her so she can help solve these crimes that are currently happening in the past. Because she accidentally brought the killer from the future to the past, if we're understanding that correctly. So it's just an interesting investigation to see the aspects of how they handled criminals or investigations of the past and bringing it into the 21st century and the past. So and kind of mixing it together. That's the best way I can describe this. And it took me a while to read. And then we kind of started the before we say goodbye, and I'm currently still reading that because I actually put it aside to read the Spy Family Volume 12, which I absolutely adore because it takes place after, obviously after Volume 11, where because there was a kidnapping in Volume 11 where it was bus napping from this because the kids were supposed to go to a field trip. So it follows that, and it's just really interesting. And I just, honestly, if I had to pick a favorite character out of this, it would be the mom. I know I can't believe I'm saying that, but normally I would say the little telepath girl is my favorite, but the Thorn Princess is definitely my favorite. So I got a mocha, and all is right with the world. And that's the end of our show. See you in the next.